Okay, so I need to be really honest with you about something, and it might completely change how you see the days after Christmas. Because while everyone else is thinking about leftovers and returns, I genuinely believe something massive is about to unfold. And most people have absolutely no idea it's even happening. Tomorrow isn't just December 26th, it's the opening of what I call the post-Christmas portal, this incredibly powerful energetic window that runs through December 31st. And I don't say this lightly. I really believe these next 6 days could be some of the most important days of your entire year, maybe even the decade. Here's the thing, I think the universe has been building up to this moment for months, and for 3 specific zodiac signs. The karmic rewards coming through are going to be absolutely life-changing. I'm talking about the kind of breakthroughs that make you look back and say, that's when everything shifted. Now, if you've been feeling this strange restlessness lately, like something big is about to happen but you can't quite put your finger on it, stay with me on this one. There's a very specific reason that's happening, and I'm going to explain exactly what's going on later in this video. But first, I need you to understand why tomorrow starts something so significant, because this isn't just another week between Christmas and New Year's. I really believe this is a creation chamber for your entire 2026, and the wild part, most people are going to sleep right through it. The portal opens tomorrow, but it's already started affecting you. So here's what's really interesting to me, and honestly, this was a big realization when I started looking into this. The energy doesn't wait for December 26th to officially arrive. I think you've already been feeling it building, right? Maybe you've been having these intense dreams the last few nights, or you've been waking up with this feeling like something's different, but you can't quite explain what. Has that been happening for you? What I believe is happening is that we're entering this incredibly rare cosmic alignment. Mars is exalted in Capricorn right now, which basically means it's operating at its absolute peak power. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, bringing this massive expansion of abundance and emotional fulfillment, and the North Node is sitting in Pisces, which is literally the point of destiny in your chart. When these 3 energies converge like this, it doesn't happen often. And when it does, I think the universe basically opens up this portal where the rewards for everything you've been working on, all that effort, all those late nights, all that faith you've been holding, suddenly materialize. But here's the part that really gets my attention. This isn't random. The 3 signs that are about to receive these massive rewards. They've been doing the work. They've been in the trenches. And now, I really believe the universe is about to pay them back in ways they never saw coming. Why December 26th feels so heavy, and why that's actually important. Okay, so tomorrow when you wake up, don't be surprised if things feel a little heavy, and I want you to know that's completely normal. In fact, I think it's necessary. See, December 26th starts with the moon in Pisces conjunct Saturn, and if that sounds intense, it's because it is. Saturn is like the strict teacher of the zodiac. It demands that you get serious. So while everyone else is in this post-Christmas haze, eating cookies and lounging around, you might feel this pull to get really real with yourself. And here's what I've come to understand. This isn't the universe trying to bring you down after Christmas. I think it's actually preparing you. It's like, you know when you're about to receive something really valuable, and you need to make sure you have the right container to hold it. That's what December 26th is doing. It's making sure you're grounded enough, serious enough, and ready enough to receive what's coming. You might find yourself reflecting on the past year in a way that feels different from usual, not judging it, not regretting it, but really seeing it clearly for what it was. The lessons, the growth, the things you survived that you didn't think you could. Does that make sense? And then something shifts, because December 27th, that's when the real activation happens. The Aries moon on December 27th, your cosmic wake-up call. So this is where it gets really interesting. On December 27th, we have this first quarter moon in Aries, and I think this is like the universe hitting the ignition switch on everything. Picture this. You've been in this quiet, contemplative space on the 26th, and then suddenly, boom, this fire energy comes rushing in. Aries doesn't do subtle. Aries doesn't do maybe. Aries says now or never. And here's what I find fascinating. There's this specific Sabian symbol for this moon that talks about successfully expressing yourself in two realms at once. When I read that, I literally got chills. Because I think that's exactly what this portal is asking us to do. You can't just be spiritual and ignore the practical. You can't just be practical and ignore the spiritual. You need to be both, right now, at the same time. You might wake up on the 27th with this sudden urgency, like you need to do something, say something, start something, and if that happens, don't ignore it. I really believe that's the portal talking directly to you. That's your cue to take action. The 3 signs about to receive massive karmic rewards. Alright, so let's talk about who's really winning during this portal. And when I say winning, I mean the universe is literally about to hand them everything they've been working toward. These aren't small blessings. I'm talking about the kind of rewards that completely change your trajectory. Capricorn, your empire is about to manifest. If you're a Capricorn, I need you to listen really carefully. You have Mars, the planet of action and achievement, exalted in your sign right now. Do you understand how rare and powerful that is? All that grinding you've been doing, all those thankless hours, those projects nobody else believed in, those mountains you've been climbing alone. I think the universe has been keeping score, and the payout is about to arrive. I'm seeing major career breakthroughs for Capricorns during this portal. We're talking promotions that come out of nowhere, contracts that suddenly get approved, recognition that's been long overdue finally landing. And here's the beautiful part. This isn't luck. This is karma. This is the universe saying, we see you, we see how hard you've worked, and now it's time. The financial piece is huge too. Venus entered Capricorn on December 24th, which means money is literally magnetized to you right now. That raise you've been waiting for, that investment opportunity, that financial breakthrough you need, I really believe it's coming through this portal. But here's what I want you to remember, Capricorn. When it arrives, let yourself receive it. I know you're already thinking about the next mountain to climb, but just for a moment, stand on top of this one and actually feel the victory. You've earned this. Pisces, your dreams are becoming reality. Pisces, oh my goodness, you're hosting the North Node right now. Do you know what that means? You're literally standing at the point of destiny in the zodiac. The universe has marked you as the main character in this cosmic story. I know it's been heavy. Saturn in your sign has felt like wearing concrete shoes while trying to swim. You've been tested in ways that felt almost unfair. But here's what I've come to understand. You weren't being punished. You were being prepared. The rewards coming for you are spiritual and creative in nature. That dream project you thought was too weird, too niche, too out there. I think someone's about to see its value. That spiritual path you've been walking alone. You're about to find your people. That creative vision that felt impossible. The resources are about to appear. And here's what's beautiful about this. On December 30th, when Mars in Capricorn sextiles your North Node, I believe someone powerful is going to step in to support your dream. This could be a mentor, a patron, an investor, someone who sees what you see and wants to help you bring it to life. But Pisces, I need you to do something for me. When this opportunity shows up, and I really believe it will, don't talk yourself out of it. Don't convince yourself you're not ready. The universe doesn't offer what you can't handle. If it's coming to you, it's because you're ready. Trust that. Cancer, the abundance is about to overflow. Cancer, you're hosting Jupiter right now, and not just regular Jupiter, Jupiter in exaltation. Do you understand how lucky that is? Jupiter in Cancer is like having the universe's favorite grandmother living in your house, just showering you with blessings. The rewards coming for you are about expansion of the heart and home. I'm seeing major developments around family, property, emotional security. Some of you might receive news about a pregnancy, an engagement, a family reconciliation that you thought would never happen. Others might see sudden opportunities around real estate. That house you've been dreaming about suddenly becomes affordable, or an unexpected inheritance arrives. But here's what's really interesting. The rewards aren't just coming to you directly. They might come through a partner, that opposition from Mars in Capricorn. That's your partnership sector lighting up. Your significant other might get the promotion that benefits both of you. A business partner might bring the exact opportunity you need. The universe is using other people as the delivery system for your blessings. And Cancer, I know you're used to being the one who gives, who nurtures, who takes care of everyone else, but during this portal, I really need you to practice receiving. Drop the shell. Let the good things in. You don't have to earn this through sacrifice anymore. It's already yours. December 30th, the peak moment when everything clicks. Okay, so I really need you to mark December 30th in your calendar, like put a star next to it, set a reminder, whatever you need to do. Because this is the day when Mars sextiles the North Node, and I genuinely believe this is when the portal reaches its absolute peak power. Think of it like this. If the portal is a door, December 30th is when it swings completely open. Whatever you've been manifesting, whatever you've been calling in, whatever seeds you've been planting, this is when they suddenly burst through the soil. And here's what I find so fascinating about this particular aspect. A sextile isn't passive. It's not just going to hand you everything while you sit on the couch. It's an opportunity aspect. It's the universe saying, here's your moment. Here's your green light. Now what are you going to do with it? Ooh. So on December 30th, I really want you to take action. Send that email you've been sitting on. Have that conversation you've been avoiding. Launch that project. Make that call. Say yes to that opportunity, because the universe is going to back your moves in a way that almost never happens. And if you're one of the 3 signs I mentioned, this is especially powerful for you. It's like having cosmic wind at your back, pushing you exactly where you need to go. The 12 Holy Nights, why these days are programming your entire 2026. Here's something most people don't know, and honestly, when I learned about this, it completely changed how I see the days after Christmas. There's this ancient concept called the 12 Holy Nights, the period between December 25th and January 6th, and each of these days is said to correspond to a month of the coming year. So December 26th represents January 2026, December 27th represents February, and so on. What happens during each of these days is like a preview, or maybe more accurately, a seed for that corresponding month. Are you starting to see why this portal is so massive? We're not just talking about the next few days. We're talking about programming your entire year ahead. The victories you claim now echo through all of 2026. The patterns you break now stay broken. The abundance you receive now keeps multiplying. This is why I really believe you can't afford to sleep through this. While everyone else is in holiday mode, checking out, waiting for New Year's, you have the opportunity to literally architect your entire upcoming year. How powerful is that? You're already feeling the shift, and here's why that matters. Remember at the beginning when I mentioned you might be feeling restless, like something big is about to happen? Let me explain what I think is actually going on. Your body is already responding to this portal energy. You might be waking up at weird hours, especially between 2 and 4 a.m. You might be having incredibly vivid dreams that feel more like memories or visions. Some of you might even be feeling physical sensations, pressure in your head, tingling in your hands, a feeling like electricity running through your body. And if that's you, you're not going crazy, you're not imagining it. I think your energy field is literally upgrading to match the frequency of what's coming. It's like your body is preparing to receive a massive download and it needs to adjust its capacity first. You might also notice that your tolerance for certain things has dropped to 0. Toxic people, draining situations, old patterns that you used to put up with, suddenly you just can't anymore. And that's not you being difficult. That's you aligning with your new timeline. The old stuff simply doesn't fit where you're going. Some of you might be experiencing what I call the pre-portal purge, old emotions surfacing out of nowhere, relationships suddenly reaching a breaking point, situations that have been limping along finally collapsing. And while this might feel chaotic, I really believe it's just making space for what's coming. How to navigate this portal like a pro. So how do you make the most of this incredible energy? I've been thinking about this a lot, and here's what I really believe will help. First, pay attention to what comes up tomorrow, December 26th. Saturn is going to show you exactly what needs to be released or restructured. Don't fight it. If something feels heavy or serious, sit with it. Journal about it. Get clear on what needs to change. Then on the 27th, when that Aries moon kicks in, take one bold action. It doesn't have to be huge, but it needs to be decisive. Break a pattern. Start something new. Make a declaration. The universe is watching for who's brave enough to step forward. Throughout these 6 days, stay aware of synchronicities, numbers that keep appearing, songs that play at the perfect moment, unexpected messages from people you were just thinking about. These aren't coincidences. I think they're breadcrumbs leading you toward your rewards. And please protect your energy during this time. Not everyone is going to understand what you're going through. Some people might even try to pull you back into old patterns because your growth makes them uncomfortable. Stay focused on your path. What happens after the portal closes? So what happens on January 1st when this portal officially closes? Here's what I think. You wake up different, not in a dramatic movie-style transformation, but in this quiet, undeniable way where you just know something has permanently shifted. The doubt that used to plague you, it's quieter. The path forward that seemed so unclear, suddenly you can see it. The things you've been trying to manifest for months or even years, they start showing up with an ease that almost doesn't make sense. And for those 3 signs, Capricorn, Pisces and Cancer, I really believe the rewards that come through this portal are going to ripple out for the entire year. This isn't just a momentary blessing. This is a complete timeline shift. But here's what I want everyone to understand, regardless of your sign. This portal is responding to energy, not just astrology. If you're someone who's been doing the inner work, who's been staying faithful even when things felt impossible, who's been choosing growth even when it hurt, the universe sees you, and I really believe you're about to be rewarded in ways you haven't even imagined yet. The next 6 days could change everything. I know this might sound intense, but I genuinely believe we're standing at one of the most powerful thresholds of the entire year. These next 6 days aren't just days. They're opportunities. They're invitations. They're portals to the life you've been calling in. And look, I get it if part of you is skeptical. Part of you might be thinking, is this really that big of a deal? But here's what I've noticed. The people who treat these cosmic moments as significant, who show up for them, who participate consciously, they're the ones whose lives actually change. They're the ones who look back and say, that's when everything shifted. So my question for you is this. What if it's true? What if these next 6 days really are a portal to massive karmic rewards? What if the universe really is about to pay you back for everything you've been through? Can you afford not to show up for that? Tomorrow morning, when December 26th arrives, you're either going to wake up like it's just another day after Christmas, or you're going to wake up knowing you're stepping into one of the most important weeks of your life. The choice is yours. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching this with me. If this resonated with you and you want to see more content like this, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. It genuinely helps me reach more people who need to hear these messages. And please drop a comment below and let me know, are you feeling this portal energy? What's been coming up for you? Are you one of the 3 signs I mentioned? I read every single comment, and I love hearing about your experiences. We're all going through this together, and sharing our stories helps everyone. Also, if you know someone who needs to hear this, especially if they're a Capricorn, Pisces or Cancer, please share this with them. They might not realize what's about to unfold for them. I'll see you in the next one. And honestly, I can't wait to hear about the massive rewards that come through for you, because I really believe they're coming.